lie, we're gonna get straight into this one. I'm not gonna lie. Dad realizes his daughter is actually the killer. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Bro, being a parent is probably like one of the most like prestigious things you could do in life. Like having a child, raising your child, all that. But imagine finding out your kid is a killer. Like, bro, I would probably like, I'll lose my mind, bro. But let's get into it. Let's see what's going on.
She's on the ground. So there's
Who is it?
my mom.
This man has just been told that his wife has been murdered. However, he never...
She killed her mom? Nah, that's so gay.
could have expected that it was his daughter that was responsible.
What happened? Your wife and daughter got into an argument. She's going to jail forever. Your wife's dead. I was too.
On March 3rd, 2020, Ohio police responded to a call at an address in Akron and found Brenda Powell on the floor of her kitchen with 30 stab wounds in her neck. Her daughter, Sydney, was a...
You stabbed your mom 30 times? Nah, bro. Nah.
Police, this was a home invasion.
You going under the jail.
Even though Sydney was injured as well, there were still questions left unanswered. Things weren't adding up for the cops. Brenda was on the phone with one of Sydney's college professors at the time she was attacked, and during that call, she suddenly started screaming before the phone went dead. When he called back, the voice on the other end of the phone claimed to be Brenda, but the college professor knew this was a lie and suspected Sydney was pretending to be her mother. Fearing the worst, he called 911 and the first responders arrived in no time.
W professor. Oh my god, this is mid body cam, bro.
This scream, combined with being called to the location, is enough probable cause for the police to forcefully enter the home. And this is what was waiting for him when he walked inside the house.
Akron Police! Akron Police!
If you killed your mom, you're a crazy actor.
Where's your mom at? Okay, serious?
No, there's so much blood. No, please. Mom!
Man!
She's recording now! No!
Stop! We gotta figure out what's going on. Can you sit down? R9, get that 32 rolling here quick. We got a female down below.
I'm trying to see if I can see it through the blur, but I can't for real.
Outside. You got she's blood all over her. She's bleeding out. Secure the scene. She looks like a 22. She looks like she's been down for a while. There's blood all over the place. There's a knife by her head and stuff like that. There's a huge pool of blood. No, I think she just walked in on it. There's a broken window in the back. So if you can just put up some crime scene tape. As soon as AFD gets here, they're going to pronounce her, I'm sure.
It turns out Brenda hasn't just been stabbed. She's also been hit over the head with an iron skillet, and her injuries are so devastating that her life...
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. There's no, like, like, there should be no way in hell a parent should kill their child and their child should kill their parent. Like, bro, like, I don't care how bad things are between you. Like, bro, there's no, like, no reason. Like, no, bro, no, that's bad, bro. Nah, bro. And she's at, like, bro, bro.
Come on.
Is she gonna be okay?
Come on. Come on.
Bro.
You just need to cooperate with me, all right?
30 stab wounds, though, bro.
What happened? What's going on? What's going on?
We heard a bang. We heard a bang. And she told me to get out. And then I heard screaming. So I came back and she was on the ground.
Okay, you heard a
I ran
bang.
out back. There was a big broken.
What is your name?
Sydney.
Are you cut?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you're cut somewhere.
I don't think so.
Yeah, your hand.
No, I was helping her. I grabbed her.
All right, stop.
Cap. That's cap number one, bro. That's cap number one.
I grabbed the knife.
Yeah. What's going on? I don't know. We just got
The dad.
Okay,
Sydney.
what's...
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Sydney appears to have been injured as well, is suffering from shock, and struggling to hold herself together. Even the arrival of her father, Steve Powell, doesn't calm Sydney down. Police need to lock down the crime scene and try to figure out exactly what's happened.
The back window's broken in!
So you got the inside there? So
Look at her feet, bro. She got blood all over. She was standing in the blood for sure.
Inside the house, there's a broken window and the knife used to stab Brenda. Inside.
Who's getting through this, bro? Who's getting through that little ass hole, bro?
House, there's a broken window
Nah,
and
bro.
the knife used to stab Brenda, but something isn't quite right, as the broken window had blood dripped on the outside of it, leading police to conclude it could have only been broken after Brenda had been stabbed. However, Sydney claims that the intruder used the window to enter and was broken before the attack, leading to the first of many inaccuracies in her story.
interesting. Okay, do we know who, where, which way?
That's the younger guy. I'm looking through here and I can see pictures. And there's a whole basement set up for what looks to be.
Yep, hey, sorry, I'll call you right back. Bye. All right, let me go report that.
Probably his brother.
Well, see if we can find out who else lives here.
With such a serious case with so many unanswered questions, the cops spend some time talking with homeowners nearby. They have to try and collect as much information as possible, but right now, the only person making any sense is Sydney's father.
Okay. Did you live here, sir?
Yeah. That's my wife and there's my daughter.
How old's your daughter?
She'll be 20 in March. She's 19. Is she coming out?
Not yet. So just can't hang out.
Sydney, can you tell me what happened?
Wait, he's talking about is his wife coming out? Bro, they haven't told him, bro?
Sydney,
No, bro.
Sydney.
She can't even talk, bro.
On his way?
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, that's him right here. I can hear him.
This is crazy, bro. She's in actual shock, though, y'all. Like, actual shock. Like, I feel like something like that could be traumatic,
While trying
but
to piece this puzzle together,
not talking, bro.
Steve
Like,
Powell and one of Sydney's friends down at the
I
station
don't know, bro.
in the hopes that they may be able to help them shed some light on exactly what happened.
what? Excuse me. What my friend know?
Steve, he has absolutely no idea Sydney is the attacker, or even worse, that his wife is in critical condition at the hospital and likely won't survive.
Bro, how have y'all not told him that, though? Like, how have y'all not told him his wife is like, come on, bro, like, I feel like that's OD, bro. But I think they just trying to get info first, so, but that's OD. I feel like they should have told him that, but they're probably not trying to make him panic.
Oh, okay. He said there was a call, went out, a distress call from the University of Mount Union where my daughter was going and said, female in distress. I said, well, that's funny because Brenda's there, my wife. So I called Brenda. And it rings on the cell phone. No answer. I call Sydney back. Rings. No answer. I call Brenda back. Ring. No answer. I'm pacing around. I call Chief back. And I'm on the phone with him telling him there's no answer. My daughter calls me back. I said, oh, Mom's on the phone with Mount Union. I said, well, cops are on the way. And she went, there's a break-in. And she just started going off. She said, well, there's been somebody broke into the house. There's blood everywhere. She was hysterical and crying.
So at first, when you talked to her, she said your wife was on the phone about me.
Yes. And as soon as I said, cops are on the way, the hysterics started.
Is she still attending?
Number two, like, you hear the cops, you get the panicking. That's like, he don't think that's weird, y'all. Like,
As far as we knew up until today, yes, but apparently not for the last, I don't know, maybe couple weeks.
What Sydney hadn't told her parents was that she'd been kicked out of college weeks before this happened and had been lying to them ever since. But she did tell her friends, including Lauren, who lived in the same dorm.
Now, we understand that Sydney was a roommate at Mount Union.
She was for last year and then this year too.
And so you've been friends ever since your freshman year at St. B?
Mm-hmm.
Go over each other's houses, everything like that?
Yep. Well, she started off in exercise science freshman year, her first semester. But then she didn't like the classes, so she switched over to psychology and sociology. But then she didn't really like that. So this year she switched to education, and then she didn't like that either, and that's one of the reasons she left, is because she really couldn't find what she loved. I think she struggled in her classes. I don't think the grades were the best, but she didn't really tell me that because I wasn't really struggling. I think she kept a lot of stuff hidden because when we were just talking or with our friends, she always seemed happy. Like, she seemed okay, like I said, I couldn't tell until the end where she was kind of just like struggling and she kind of was sad and just like, Lauren, I don't know what to do. I think she felt like everybody around her kind of had figured out what they wanted to do, and she hadn't.
Establishing Sydney's state
That's real.
leading up to the
That's
incident
real.
will help detectives find out if she simply snapped
But
or
bro,
if this was
like,
premeditated.
there's no explanation for
Liz,
that.
Sydney is going to claim that she actually has no idea what happened throughout this entire case. In fact, she's going to base her entire defense on the fact that she blacked out and even claim insanity using this. This means the cops still have no solid proof that Sydney is the guilty party, but they're starting to discover she was hiding secrets from just about everyone.
Well, I know she's had anxiety for a while, but I think those this last semester, like starting coming back in January, when it really started, that she was kind of more like upset because she really didn't know what she wanted to do. My friends and I were worried for her because we didn't know what was going on because she didn't tell us, and then
Lauren knew something was wrong and tried to help. At first, she had no reason to doubt her and was as supportive as any friend could have been at a time like this. But even Lauren grew suspicious of Sydney's evasive behavior.
I could tell she was getting more upset and more sad. And I told her, like, I'm here, like, you can tell me, I'm here for you. If you need anything, I'm here. But she never really opened up until she was leaving and saying that she was struggling in school and that she was kind of trying to figure out what was going on, and that's when I started to try to help her.
Let's talk about this. You're her best friend, and I know this is difficult, but tell us about her relationship with her parents.
Her and her parents had a really good relationship. Like, her mom and her were best friends, probably.
And you killed her? Like, your friend is saying you and your Ma Dukes was best friends, and you killed her, bro.
Like, they did everything together. Like, one of the reasons she
Like,
went.
bro,
In a new 20.
30 stab wounds though. Like, I don't like, bro. Like, what, bro? I don't know, bro.
Her mom. They did everything together. Like, one of the reasons she went home was to be with her mom. They were always close. She never said anything bad about her mom. She never ever talked about having an argument with her
And
mom.
that's what makes it so scary.
I
Like,
can't recall every time she'd be going home, she's like, I can't wait to see
shit
my
seemed
mom.
cool.
Or when she goes home for weekends, she's like, oh, my mom wants me to come home so we can hang out and like, watch movies. And she loved being home.
By this point, Sydney is becoming wrapped up in a lie that she's going to struggle to escape from. But instead of owning up, she decided to make out as if college just wasn't working out for her and tried to convince her parents that they could save a lot of money on college bills if she left to pursue other things.
What's going on? Are you not going to school? She goes, I'm overwhelmed in school, and I don't really like what I'm doing, and it seems like it's a waste of my time and your money. I said, well, but that's all part of it. Nobody's going to tell you you need to do what you're doing when you're 20. You need to figure it out.
But that's not what she told her friends.
So when she's talking to you about, the problems she's having at school, did she mention that she tried talking to her parents?
Yeah, I know she definitely, especially when she left, she talked to her mom about leaving. They kind of made that decision together to leave Mount. Like, she told them that.
Lauren's suspicions were proved to be right, and Sydney was lying to her friends. But at the same time, she was also lying to her parents, who knew nothing of her problems at college until they received a phone call from Sydney's professor. So Steve and Brenda began crisis talks to find out exactly what was going on with their daughter.
So I went back, I called my wife on my daughter's phone. She picks up, she was working down in Children's. And she goes, what's wrong? And I basically told her, I said, Sydney, I think the reason we can't get on is because She's unenrolled. She hasn't been going to school.
Sydney became wrapped up in 2 sets of lies. The story she told her friends and the story she told her parents. Failing grades aren't the end of the world, and any parent would support their child through such difficult times. But it seems she thought her parents would be mad and couldn't bring herself to tell them she'd been asked to leave the college.
Yeah, we asked her she was doing, and she said she was good. Like, she acted like what we would see as normal. Like, she was laughing, she was having fun. She said she got jobs, because she worked at the Akron Rubber Dogs. She worked there for a couple seasons, so she was gonna go back there. And then she also said she was looking for another job, and like everything was good, and she was trying to figure out like next year and all this stuff. And she was gonna talk to her parents about housing, trying to come back to Mount.
Once she got to Mount Union, or anytime actually, did she ever drink alcohol at all, or she did? Okay. Just kind of describe that for us.
She liked to drink. There was an incident in fall of our freshman year where she drank too much, and she wasn't alcohol poisoned, but she did end up in the hospital. Her mom came and got her at like 2 in the morning. Usually after that, her and I were together, and if she did drink, I usually kind of like zone down after I would come for a little bit because she's small.
Detectives suspect Sydney snapped when Brenda was on the phone to her college professor and tried to cover up her lies by silencing her mother forever. The issue is, again, Sydney is claiming that she doesn't remember a thing, but it seems that she made some crucial and careless mistakes that let the detectives pick up the pieces. Sydney grabbed an iron skillet and beat her mother into submission before plunging a steak knife into her neck over 30 times. She then impersonated her mother on the phone and staged a break.
I rebuke this, like, OD, bro.
You didn't far enough to see the back finish. When you go into the front door, you come around the kitchen, you go in, you can see there's like a pass between the kitchen and the family room. From the back of the house, I could see right hand, there's 2 big sliding windows. I could see that window was clearly, it looked like it was busted. Went down the hallway probably about 2 feet, just you could see blood all the way down the hallway.
Sadly, Brenda didn't survive her ordeal, and
bro, this is so OD, like, so OD, bro. Smash Shorty head on with a pen.
Brenda didn't survive her ordeal,
and then stabbed her 30 times.
The
like,
medical examiner came to the conclusion that Brenda had died from blunt force trauma to her head and stab wounds to her neck. They ruled her death a homicide. This left detectives to deliver the tragic news to Steve that his wife was dead.
Well, I'm really bad news. Your wife passed away.
Detectives investigated Sydney's
damn, bro. That's not, bro.
But their findings didn't seem to match her story, and the evidence was painting a different picture altogether. This left detectives with one final devastating task to carry out, telling Steve that his own daughter killed his wife.
What happened? I don't think someone broke into the house. I don't know if your wife and daughter got into an argument, got physical. I mean, the window was broken, but there's no forced entry into the house. Did your wife and daughter ever have like really heated? No. Arguments? No. This is not possible.
Like, bro, he's so in shock. Like he can't even, like, you know, like, you wouldn't think your daughter and your wife, right, got a good relationship, and your daughter kills, like, bro, like, that's so OD, bro.
My son's here.
Would you like one of those to go be with your son?
I don't know. I don't know. Take your time. There's no rush for me.
It's simply impossible to imagine the turmoil Steve must be going through at this moment. His wife murdered and his daughter the main suspect. Finally, Steve realizes the detectives might be right, leaving him to deliver the news to his son.
Clearly they think Sydney did this. I lost 2. She's going to jail forever. Your wife's dead.
You know, they're going to do everything they can to make sure that they find out exactly what happened. Nothing's definite as of yet. They still have to do their investigation.
Nah, that's just definite.
Well, yeah.
Bro, that's an insane thing to, like, you coming from work in a like, bro.
Yeah, you know,
Nah, bro, like.
No, I just want you to.
You can come ahead when you're ready, okay?
They don't know. They haven't told me. They're investigating.
Sydney was arrested and charged for the murder of Brenda Powell. She claimed insanity at first, saying she had almost no memory of what happened, including hitting Brenda with the cast iron skillet and fatally stabbing her. The jury didn't believe Sydney, and she was found guilty on 2 counts of murder, 1 count of felonious assault, and 1 count of tampering with evidence. Sydney Powell was sentenced to life in prison with a chance of parole after 15 years.
Damn.
Everybody be asking me, man, does the Bluetooth app?
I don't give a fuck about no Bluetooth, bro. Damn, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that's a real heartbreaking story, bro. RP Brenda, bro. Bro, don't lie to y'all parents, bro. Like, don't lie to nobody, but don't lie to y'all parents, bro. Like, those are probably like the most, like, they should be the most supportive cast in your life. And if you don't like, that's where your friends come in. But she was lying to both parties. Like, you lying to your friends, saying life is good, lying to your parents, saying you in school. Like, from the relationship they said she had with her mom, like, I'm sure her mom wasn't too, like, beastie about, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're not in school, Like, she just probably overthought it, and, bro, but you shouldn't, like, bro. Iron skillet stabbed 30 times. And then you're, like, you acting like you don't know, like, nothing. Like, come on, bro. Like, you trying to break the window. I personally thought that there's no way somebody could have broke through that little, like, come on, bro. But, I don't know, bro. RP Brenda, bro. Yeah, I feel bad for that family. I'm not gonna lie. This happened in, what, 2020? So that was, like, 4 years ago. But, damn, bro. Like, that gotta hurt, bro. Hopefully that family is doing well. Yeah, bro. Just don't lie, bro. There's no need to lie, bro. Just try to be straightforward. If you got a good relationship with your family, bro, just try to be straightforward, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I know none of y'all go to the extremes of this. But this is just crazy. I don't even really know what to say, but I love y'all, bro. If y'all new, like, comment, subscribe, bro. We're gonna keep dropping these videos for y'all. Thank y'all for supporting me. Thank y'all for being on this vlog with the dream. Well, I'm at 295. I'm at 295 right now. If you're not subbed up, sub up. Yeah, man. I'm catching on the next one. Yo! I'm so close to 3. Yo, come on, 5. Now, like, oh, my fuck, gotta go right now.